Hello, welcome to Pure Soul Alchemy. I'm Gabriella Espinosa, and I'll be taking us through a psychic surgery treatment for the next 20 minutes. It's most beneficial if you can turn down the volume, lay down, recline, close your eyes while receiving this treatment. Pure Soul Alchemy is a transmission of advanced bioenergy operations. Through my perception and vocalization of what I'm perceiving on the inner energetic grid, we're opened in ways which allow these technologies to come through into our physical reality and enact change on your behalf. Allow your mind to relax into the words and phrases that you're going to be hearing, and try not to focus too much on interpretation or application. You can notice any attempts by your mind to try to hold on to them or explore them, and just simply redirect and let go into the healing transmission of what's being said. If you fall asleep, that's great. If you don't, that's great too. There's no right or wrong way to receive this session. It's quite helpful if you can replay the session recording often and at a quiet volume to deepen its healing effects. A great way to keep working with my YouTube sessions is to dose or muscle test and pick the most appropriate beneficial session for yourself at that time. On my website, to make it easier, you can also download the free MP3 versions for easier replay later. And if you find this session, please consider making a donation. The link is in the description below. Share it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, the bell, all that stuff. That will also help other people to find my work with the YouTube algorithms. So today we'll be doing a deep dive, deep cleaning of inner turmoil, its precursors, turmoil cycling, and we'll be doing a clearing of any negative aftermaths or after effects. So go ahead and relax, closing your eyes, slowing down your breathing. And we will begin. Connecting with our divine physical and non-physical intelligence to align completely with our own core essence, aligning with the fundamental and essential aspects of ourselves, aligning with the earth, sun, moon, aligning with the celestial skies, with our own inherent creator self, and with our right placement in existence. The purest healing source within us is our own deepest aspect. We agree to serve as our own healing agent and to serve from and as our own ultimate inner counsel, the all that I am. We now invoke, welcome, receive our beloved Mother, Father God to exact their divine blessed grace directly into our healing proceedings today. Clearing pathological influences, influx of negative material interferences, jamming frequencies, undisclosed radiological interphases, clearing this, disconnecting and clearing here, computational inner plane reconstellation and organizing anew, afresh, in accordance with your divine light organization. Great initiating complex discharge. We're doing a clearing for a complex push pull of negative interfaces, um, unseen, unfelt, unperceived, yet influencing. So we're assisting in a boost to assist your system to strategically, effectively and coordinatedly disengage, thwart, avert these negative interferences, influences. It's always surprising what comes through. Great. Initiating a boost, higher recovery field, optimization. All right. So sometimes operations come through and my words just cannot track it or describe it, but one of those just happened. Something about, well, I'm not even going to try. It's too much for my brain. But anywho, an operation happening there. Great. The gist of it is clarification of your space and how you, mm, the bigger you creates, manifests your physical form and the expression of you here in a human body. So really claiming your space and clarifying your space. So it's yours and yours alone. Great. I'm going to go to downloaded healing points now. Healing the newborn and the state of alarm from entry. This has many applications here. Yes, when you were first born, but also the newborn, the new you that is born, especially during these big, potent times. Great. Healing the newborn and the state of alarm that can get kicked up at the point of entry. Let's clear negative fear state and a detrimental after effect of clamping down. Great. So this was coming up a few days ago and it's coming back up around. So, all right. So we're clearing for, in my past sessions, I've been referencing and healing on, the energetic bombardment, the onslaught that we're being bombarded with. Positive and not so positive stuff just flying around and affecting us. So we're doing a clearing here for because of this bombardment, there is that clamping down, that shutting off, and like an instinctual saying no, 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 no for protection. But there's a lot of good stuff that is coming in, that is being presented and gifted to you, to us. So we want to open up our yeses, our ability to say yes and receive the wonderful goodies coming in from us, from love source, from God, from existence. Great. There's another component to this operation, and that is confusing, making something that is in natural, divine natural order into a negative because it's hard or it's the destructive cycle. And then the consequences or the negative effects of clamping down, shutting down, shutting off, saying no, 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 no. So that's where we're clearing. Let's take this into the physical, the biological. Higher frame of reference, reform. Energetic sequences coming through, relaxing, allowing, receiving, and yet caring for, protecting, nurturing our own individual space. Great. So I'm going to go back to the downloaded healing points. Um, Reversing and calming hyper advanced triggers laid in at birth. In early childhood. Meeting the space that is in need. Therefore, meeting our needs. The needs. Great. Reversing and calming hyper advanced triggers laid in puberty, in pre-adolescence and adolescence, up until around age 15. Experiencing and navigating and surfing the turning tides with ease, with grace, with trust, and with joy. Clearing residual reverberations from these three time points: birth, early childhood, puberty. Clearing the detrimental alarm overviews left from these periods, these time periods, passages. Let's clear our defaulting to these in points of stress, change, tumult, or just lots going on. Refreshing our own natural flow of ordering and reordering during times of intense change. Laying a new foundation of solid ground within and true form resiliency with trust in self and the workings of natural reality. Let's do a clearing for physical body collapse, relapse, and constriction patterns. Holding on, holding back from perceived pain, danger, threat, fear. Clearing a higher plane of life point, referencing feeling insignificant, unworthy, and just not enough, not being enough, insufficiency. Clearing the consequences of life unrealized. And letting them go to start anew, afresh, to begin realizing more. Past developments that never took hold or form. Yeah. Clearing, releasing deceased operational standpoints. reclaiming dynamic overview with resolve to take care and take heed of your central channel point of reference. Clearing inner space berating yourself. Higher plane mobility, energy form reformation, higher field rebuilding, relaxing in true course center. Clearing the psyche splitting trauma formations from the effects of one's parents' dysfunctional relationships, particularly trauma drama episodes in early childhood, infancy, early childhood, and puberty. Clearing the detrimental schisms and inner aggressions that were crystallized in the infant, toddler, young child brain, and orientation to life, orientation to love, and orientation to being, receiving love, being loved and receiving loved. Clearing the push-pull, hot-cold, victim-oppressor, domineering submissive, overbearing, neglect, oppositional points. Clearing all oppositional distortive referencing. Yeah, opposing dyad constructs that keep us in a prison-like movement from one opposite pole to the other opposite pole, both of which are dysfunctional. Clearing all oppositional distortive referencing that was laid in the psyche. Now healing. Healing negative plane disjuncture here as well. Higher plane refresh. Inner field dynamic reconstruction. Definitely play this again. There's a lot there. Next healing point, heavy laden reaction points releasing. Crystal clear dynamics, optimization, voice coming through with ease. Development of true prime knowing force to reconcile everyday events. Clearing disturbances to your natural divine ordering within and throughout everyday constellations. Evacuated form, regenerating and recuperating resilience to supersede automatic, general, and hyper stress responses based in internalized criticism and non-respect of your own true natural ordering within. Massive recuperating and strengthening here. deleting the impetus or the pull to recreate, refocus on over and over again on the same negative themes. So, what's kind of popping up in terms of a metaphor here is like, you're a toddler and you have your little toys that toddlers are age appropriate. And then you get older and you just, maybe through habit, this is just for an example, you keep bringing out those old toddler toys. They just don't fit anymore. And so getting new toys all the time and leaving those behind. They're just not right for you anymore. And let's do a clearing on the pattern of picking up the same things over and over for feeling a state of lack, as if there are no other toys that would be a possibility. We're also clearing on, just keeping with the metaphor, we're also clearing on um, that place of paralysis, shock, and that comes from trauma where we're not able to perceive the new stuff that is being sent in our direction and pulled from our inner um, heart space. That is the next new thing for us to move towards and bring to ourselves. So we're clearing on the inability to perceive these, to reach for them, to accept them because of our senses being arrested due to trauma and a state of paralysis. So clearing all these multiple layers that get in the way of us engaging with life anew, afresh, and again and again and again. Yeah, if refreshment, inhibition, clearing. Great. Next healing point, deep orientation to reject the layout of overbearing posturalizations and detrimental expectations. We're doing a clearing on this, clearing deviations from your own way of life. Now healing here and being supported to come clear in yourself. Matter of fact, daily living, upgrading. Pasteurization overwhelm. Clearing hyper distilled low-cal factors. Delineation of your true to life experience coming real. Coming in real. Clearing a fast forward effect in the attempt to avoid pain and fear of the upgrade, which is lined up for you for your better and best expression of your showing up and being here as your soul's truth. Higher field, higher dynamic, higher life flow interface. Inner space recovery. Clearing the magnetizing past trauma copies. Clearing the magnetization of past trauma copies in new form. We're clearing this. clearing the recycling of these themes over and over. Bringing into your field the sustenance and a substantial boost to your ability, your capacity to break the cycles at every turn, creating the life you truly desire. Creating the life that nourishes rather than depletes. Creating the life that brings you honor and respect. Advancing the connection within where you exalt the embodiment of your divinity here on earth. Inner plane landing field coming through. Great. So we're now closing down our session in love light, gratitude, and blessings. Thank you so much for tuning into Pure Soul Alchemy. If you would like to make a donation, there is a link in the description below. And if you would like your own personal one-on-one Pure Soul Alchemy session, please go to my website, puresoulalchemy.com, and click the appointments page. It'll give you all the informations and instructions you need. I highly recommend that you listen to this session repeatedly. This will take the effects of your healing further. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.